Don't you know sometimes in your journey of moving forward, God will allow you to go back, not to hold you back, not to make you feel like you're not worthy of going forward, but there's lessons that you have to learn. There's things that you may have missed that could help you in that forward place. And so I kind of think of it as a slingshot. Like you have to pull it all the way back, and then whatever is in it is going to launch forward. And so over the past few months, God has been really, really making me do the work. And it's crazy that I woke up. Today is March 5th. And 18 years ago, I stood at that screen door and I waved goodbye to my mother for the last time. Oh, I used to hate this day. I used to hate this day. I used to hate Christmas. I used to hate Mother's Day. And then I had to realize, man, I'm not even worthy of seeing another March 5th. So how can I be angry at God? There's things that I had to repent for. Even as a little girl, I just felt so bad. Like when you have a real true relationship with Jesus Christ and you really encounter him, there's things that you want to apologize for. There's things that, man, you're like, when you get to know his heart, you want to apologize. So I was led to come back to where it all started, here at my grandmother's house, where I got the news, where everything went down as an 11-year-old girl. And I'm currently working on my book that I started maybe 19, 21, 24, maybe 5 years ago. I started writing this book and I put it down. I pick it back up and I put it down. But when I picked it up this time, I flipped to the back and I noticed I wrote a poem. So today is March 5th. I'm led back to 509 Maple Street and I want to share this poem with y'all. So the name of my book is It's in the Bag. And on the front cover of the book, man, I found this picture of me and my mom at my kindergarten graduation. And I'm actually holding a bag and she's holding my hand. And oh, it was so God. So the poem is called Mommy, I Opened the Bag. Things started off rocky. I grew more confused every day. I didn't understand that you were no longer here to play. To kiss my cheek and say, I love you, pump pump. To hold out your hand for very big jumps. I didn't feel prepared and I grew angry, but not at you. I was mad, no, very upset, because I figured you knew. I know you wouldn't have left me if you had a choice. You told me you could hear God, so when he called, you answered his voice. I'm a grown woman now, as beautiful as can be. I'll never forget you, because just like other people, I can see you within me. It wasn't always like this, all strong and courageous, you know, looking into the mirror and seeing a glow. I was told I'd never be anything better than a statistic without you here and all. So I decided to jump off the cliff of fear and doubt. Off I flew toward my purpose, not being afraid to fall. Given that I opened the bag and found what you left for me, I vow from here on out, I'll be the best me I can be. I love you more than words can say. I thank you for my bag each and every day. I'll share my bag and tell my part. Finish everything you didn't even get to start. I pray to see you again one day. Maybe even then you'll say, I see you realize those were more than clothes in the bag. I had a front row seat. I was always in your heart. The woman you've become made me smile every day. Now that we're together again, we won't ever be apart. I did it, Mommy. I opened the bag. The significance of the bag. So, oh man, the weekend that my mother passed, so this had to be March 4th. of 2006, I had a basketball game. So my mother, Vanessa, and my best friend Asia, we went to my away basketball game. Now, every other weekend I came to my grandmother's house. And this particular weekend was the weekend that I came to my grandmother's house. But I wanted to stay home. And this wasn't like me. Like, we loved grandma's house. And my best friend lived right down the road. And so I was like, Ma, I don't want to go. I want to stay with you. And she was like, no, you're going to go to your grandmother's house. I'm going to drop you and Asia off, after the game. And so she did that. She dropped us off. And she said, well, I'll just bring you a bag of clothes in the morning, because my grandmother took us to church with her when we were with her in the mornings. And so she brought the bag, and I stood at the door. It had my shoes in it. It had my dress, stockings, whatever I needed. It was a plastic bag, kind of like a Walmart bag. And I waved goodbye, not knowing that was the last time I was going to see her. But the all around of my book, and I pray to God that it be on the shelf by the summer, is that it was more than just clothes in that bag. Man, she equipped me with Jesus Christ, and with him I could do all things. And so in that bag was forgiveness I didn't know I would need. It was courage. It was, God, I thank you. It was faith. So, even though I was angry, an angry teenager, an angry adolescent, a teen mom, loving everybody around me, not realizing they didn't know, they didn't know. Whew. But it's in the bag. It was in the bag, and I thank God for this moment. I thank God for March 5th, 2024, because there were so many times I cursed this day that I shouldn't even be here. But his grace and his mercy. And so when you see Vigenics, which is Vanessa's generation, and the past maybe 2 weeks ago, I was able to sit down with Vigenics, which is my sister's kids and my kids. And I got to tell them what Vigenics meant. And the reason why I go so hard is for Vigenics. Vanessa's generations, the generations after me to come, following the voice of God, chasing after his heart, and fulfilling purpose. No, it's not easy. But every day I want you to wake up, and I want you to realize if it looks like you're going backwards, pick up the lessons, because baby, it's only a slingshot. I love y'all. Have a great day.